Want to boost your sales and cash flow? For that, you need a winning email marketing strategy like the one I implemented. You see, even when I'm not running ads, posting on social media, or constantly chasing new clients, intense cardio, right? My business is still bringing in sales. So in this video, I'll teach you how to build a strategy that can help you do the same. And no, I'm not just giving you generic steps for building a generic strategy. Instead, I'll break down 5 options tailored to different business goals and tie it all together with a simple, repeatable, step-by-step framework you can apply to any campaign at any stage of your business. Also, as a bonus, I'll give some tips for making an email strategy foolproof, so make sure you keep watching. Hello and welcome to Mailtrap videos where we explore the world of emails. First up, we'll talk about a strategy I like to call the cash surge. This strategy is intended for situations where you want to give your business a quick cash boost, but without slapping a discount on everything. For the cash surge, you'll need to create a 3-day flash sale email sequence that will make your audience feel exclusive. Here is how it's done. First, you start with a tease email. This message is all about hype. In it, you should drop hints, maybe even an exclusive early access sign up for your most engaged audience. But to get your subscribers curious and have a little mystery, keep any sales details out of it. Email 2 is where you use urgency. For instance, you can announce that a sale is live, but not just any sale. Make it feel special by emphasizing that only your email list gets access to it. Along with that, use bold text, countdown timers, or GIFs. Yeah, that's right, I said GIFs. This will grab attention fast and create some urgency. Lastly, for the third email and the final push, remind the recipients that the FOMO is real. And if they don't act on it, this amazing sale will be gone forever. Be short, be urgent, and be direct. No fluff, just action. The second strategy on my list will work great if your business has a solid email list, but not much engagement. Just crickets. In this case, as the issue is a lack of trust from the subscriber's side, to fix it, you'll need an email sequence that builds authority and desire. Here's what the sequence should consist of. In email number 1, you'll educate, meaning no selling, no pitches, no pressure, just content, teaching something useful and positioning you as an expert. For instance, if you're a fitness instructor, you could reveal the number 1 mistake people make when trying to lose belly fat, or anything along those lines. Once your audience sees you as more of an expert, you can show them real proof that what you do works. So for email number 2, share a customer story or a testimonial. This way, you'll create FOMO and make people think, well, if they got results, maybe I can too. Just make sure you stick to the format. Here's how a customer went from this pain point to success, and how you can too. In email number 3, it's time to pitch, as the recipients should by now trust you and have seen proof. Here, you can make a low-pressure offer like an extra month free, a freebie, or an exclusive discount. Don't be stingy here. And remember, your goal is to nudge recipients toward action and convert the newfound engagement into actual revenue. My third email strategy is for times when calling Ghostbusters seems like the best option. You know, times when subscribers vanish into thin air after signing up, leaving you with an email list that isn't driving revenue. Yeah, we've all been there. The strategy is designed to warm up cold leads without sounding pushy or desperate, and it consists of 3 parts: the reintroduction, the personality play, and the micro-commitment. Let's break it down. Email 1, a light, friendly check-in, not a hard sell. Acknowledge that the recipient signed up but hasn't been active. Then offer a free resource, a discount, or exclusive content as a reason to re-engage. Email 2 is your time to build a connection with no pitches and no pressure. Just a personal, relatable story that makes them feel connected to you. Think confession about a funny business mistake you made, or a behind-the-scenes look at your journey. This way, you'll get people opening your emails again, because everyone wants to buy from people they like and trust. Email number 3 might be a tricky one, as it will require making a simple ask to encourage engagement. Still, this can be as easy as having them hit reply and tell you their biggest challenge with whatever problem is most relevant. This works because when people take a small action, like replying, they become more likely to take a bigger action later, like making a purchase. Quite a cool psychological trick, right? On top of that, an email like this will also give you valuable insights into what your audience actually needs, and that way you help keep your warms lead. Wow. And that way help you keep warm leads warm. Strategy number 4 is one you should resort to if your business is struggling with customer retention and upselling. It's also one that will be a must if you're trying to cut costs, as getting a new customer costs 5 times more than selling to an existing one. For the initial email in this strategy, you should create a message thanking the customer for their purchase and providing them with something to help them use your product better or faster. So, if you run a SaaS company, you might send something along the lines of 5 expert tips to maximize your productivity with our software to keep customers engaged. To follow that up and upsell in email number 2, you should introduce a premium offer, but in a way that feels exclusive and not salesy. Your goal here is to make the recipients feel special. So stick with messaging like, because you are a valued customer, we're giving you early access to our premium product at a special price. After you've presented your amazing offer, wait some time before you put the icing on the cake with email number 3. This email should be a reminder. So if your product is something consumable, a simple reminder to reorder before you run out will do. But even if your product isn't consumable, you can still encourage a second purchase by suggesting some complementary products. And lastly, a strategy for dire times. The ones where you don't have an email list at all. And no, it won't involve cold emailing people who haven't given you their addresses. Instead, as step 1, you'll create an irresistible freebie. Something like a free guide, template, checklist, discount, or mini course. A great example is HubSpot's marketing plan template. But in your case, it can be essentially anything so valuable that your ideal customers would sign up instantly. Then, to get the word out, in step 2, you'll make use of the refer a friend system, so subscribers can do the marketing for you. To implement this, you can use an incentive where subscribers get a bonus gift if they share your freebie with friends. Once you've implemented steps 1 and 2 correctly, and some time has passed, you should have some leads to convert into customers. For this, an automated welcome sequence is a great choice. This way, you can welcome new subscribers, deliver their freebies, and introduce them to your products or services without lifting a finger. But do keep in mind that you can't just drop the freebie and disappear. Instead, nurture your list with follow-ups, customer stories, as well as exclusive offers, and you'll be golden. With the strategies covered, it's time for the bonus section, teaching you 3 tips for building a successful strategy implementation. But before we get into any of that, I just want to remind you to click that subscribe button so you don't miss our latest videos on using email to grow your business revenue. Tip number 1 is that you need to ensure you have a constant flow of web traffic. Think about it. If no one is visiting your site, who's actually signing up for your emails? Also, you can't grow a list out of thin air. And this is where so many businesses go so very wrong. They set up beautiful opt-in forms, but they forget to drive traffic to them. Luckily, this is an easy fix thanks to paid ads, SEO, and social media. As tip number 2, I, of course, have to mention list cleaning. Why? Well, a bloated email list can actually hurt your email performance, and here's how. If too many people ignore your emails, never open them, or worst of all, mark them as spam, email providers take notice. And once your sender reputation drops, even your engaged subscribers might stop seeing your emails in their inbox. To avoid this whole mess, every 60 to 90 days, you should remove inactive subscribers. This includes all people that haven't opened an email in months. And while it might feel scary to delete potential leads, trust me, if your email performance is suffering, it might not be your emails, it might be your list. To get a better understanding of what could be going wrong, check out our video on email suppression lists. In it, you'll learn what suppressions are, how they work, and why managing them properly is crucial for better performance. And finally, as tip number 3, stop sending the same emails to everyone. Yeah, instead of treating every subscriber the same, you tailor emails to where they are in their journey. And this is where segmentation will be your best friend. Even if you don't have fancy automation tools, you can start with something simple. So if someone just joined your list, send them a welcome sequence. Or if they've been around for a while but haven't bought anything, send them a special offer. Little adjustments like this can make a massive difference. You've now seen 5 specific goal-driven email strategies and 3 tips for implementing said strategies. But what if you wanted to take all of the examples and turn them into something general you can reuse and reuse again and again? Well, to help you out with that, we also created a simple, repeatable framework. And here is what it consists of. Step 1. Define your goal. Whether it's generating quick sales, nurturing cold leads, or improving retention, start with the outcome you want to see. Step 2. Understand your audience's state. So stop and think. Are they new, cold, loyal subscribers, or something else? This will help you shape your message and tone. Step 3. Match your sequence to the journey. Once you've defined your goal and you know who you're speaking to, it's time to craft an email sequence that meets your audience where they are. A simple, reliable structure to follow is the Think in Threes approach. This entails a 3-part sequence designed to build momentum with every touch point. In email 1, spark curiosity or build a connection. In email 2, provide value or proof. And in email 3, make a soft but clear ask. Step 4, add structure and automation. Once you've found an email sequence that works, use automation to turn it into a set it and forget it workflow that runs in the background while you focus on other parts of your business. This is where automation becomes your best friend. And finally, step 5, test, tweak, and repeat. When you have your workflow up and running, track open rates, clicks, and replies. This way, you can improve what works and toss what doesn't, making your email strategy stronger with every round. And that's all for this video on building an email marketing strategy. Before you start implementing any of the mentioned, make sure you also have an email marketing platform that will facilitate creating automation, segmentation, and email sequences with ease. You could learn what email marketing platforms works best in 2025 in our dedicated video, linked in that description. I'll see you there.